When people think of iconic Hollywood partnerships, Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner are not always the first to come to mind. Yet their story stands as one of the most heartfelt and genuine connections in the entertainment world. It is a story rooted in trust, encouragement, and emotional honesty. Their bond went far beyond the screen, revealing a deep admiration that endured long after their film together. What began as a professional collaboration gradually evolved into a meaningful friendship that left a lasting impression on both their lives and on audiences around the world. A goodbye that touched millions. In February 2012, the world mourned the loss of Whitney Houston, a global music icon whose voice defined generations. During her funeral, one of the most memorable moments came when Kevin Costner stepped forward to deliver a deeply emotional eulogy. While rumors had long circulated about their relationship, Costner chose not to address speculation. Instead, he spoke sincerely about the woman he knew, her kindness, vulnerability, and immense talent. His words resonated with millions, painting a picture not of a superstar, but of a human being who struggled with self-doubt despite her extraordinary gifts. The film that changed everything. Their journey began with the 1992 film The Bodyguard, a movie that would become a cultural phenomenon. Surprisingly, neither Houston nor Costner were originally intended for the roles. The script had been written years earlier with different stars in mind and was rejected dozens of times. It wasn't until Costner, fresh off the success of Dances with Wolves, revisited the project that it gained new life. With his rising influence, he saw an opportunity to reshape the film into something truly special. A bold casting decision. Costner had one firm condition before committing to the project. He wanted Whitney Houston as his co-star. At the time, she was already a global music sensation but had no acting experience. The idea of casting her in such a major role raised concerns across Hollywood. Studios questioned whether a singer, no matter how famous, could carry a leading role in a major film. Yet Costner remained unwavering in his belief. He saw something unique in Houston, something that others failed to recognize, and he was determined to give her the opportunity. Overcoming fear and doubt. Whitney Houston herself was not immediately convinced. She openly admitted feeling afraid of stepping into the world of acting. The fear of criticism weighed heavily on her, and she worried about failing publicly. It took a personal call from Costner to reassure her and convince her to take the leap. Even then, her insecurities lingered. Despite her unmatched success in music, she struggled with self-confidence, a theme that would continue to shape her experience throughout the filming process. The screen test struggle. Before she could officially join the cast, the studio insisted that Houston complete a screen test. It was a pivotal moment that revealed her vulnerability. Years later, Costner recalled seeing her overwhelmed with self-doubt before the audition. She questioned her appearance, her abilities, and her worthiness for the role. He admitted he was tempted to manipulate the situation in her favor, but ultimately chose fairness. He understood that true success had to come from her own merit, not from intervention. A moment of vulnerability. During the screen test, Houston asked for a few minutes alone. When she returned, she appeared different, having applied heavier makeup in an attempt to look perfect. However, under the intense studio lights, the makeup began to melt, making her even more self-conscious. When Costner gently asked why she had changed her look, her quiet response revealed everything. She simply wanted to do her best. That moment stayed with him, highlighting her humanity and her deep desire to succeed despite her fears. Triumph and global success. Despite the challenges, The Bodyguard became an enormous success, grossing hundreds of millions worldwide. Houston's performance, combined with her unforgettable soundtrack, elevated the film into cinematic history. Her rendition of I Will Always Love You became one of the most iconic songs of all time. Interestingly, that song was not originally planned for the film, making its inclusion even more remarkable. For Costner, the film's success was largely due to Houston's presence, talent, and emotional authenticity. A shared connection. Beyond their professional collaboration, Houston and Costner bonded over personal experiences. Both had roots in the Baptist church, and they often shared stories about their childhoods. Costner would recount humorous memories from his youth, which Houston found endlessly entertaining. These moments of laughter and connection helped strengthen their friendship. It was not just a working relationship, it was a genuine connection built on shared values, mutual respect, and a deep understanding of each other's journeys, a love defined by care. After Houston's passing, Costner described her as his one true love, a statement that sparked curiosity and reflection. He later clarified that his love for her was rooted in care, respect, and concern for her well-being. He revealed that he had written letters to her during her struggles with addiction, hoping to offer support. Sadly, he never received a response and never knew if she read them. His words reflected not romantic fantasy, but a deep emotional bond and a desire to see her find peace. A final farewell. In his eulogy, Costner spoke directly to Houston, expressing both his admiration and his heartbreak. He emphasized how she constantly doubted herself, despite being an unparalleled talent. To him, she was irreplaceable, a true icon whose legacy would endure forever. His final words were both simple and profound, urging her not to doubt herself anymore. It was a farewell filled with love, respect, and a sense of unfinished conversation, leaving those who listened deeply moved by the sincerity of his emotions. A legacy that endures. The story of Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner is not just about a film or a moment in Hollywood history. It is about the power of belief, the importance of encouragement, and the impact of genuine human connection. Their friendship reminds us that even the most successful individuals can struggle with self-doubt, and that sometimes all it takes is one person who truly believes in you. Though their story does not have a traditional happy ending, it remains a beautiful testament to friendship, compassion, and the enduring power of love.